Brought to you by Make Fun Network.
Welcome to the Top 5 of Death, where listeners vote and everyone dies. Listen and die.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the top 5 of bacon, bread, and cups. Death. I'm your host, Matt. Yeast Bistany. Ew. Will's
Gonna lose all of our YouTube subscribers.
Just turned you all on, didn't I?
There you go. Before the show started, Will was like, "Listen, let me get some Diet Coke, and then we'll start." I was like, "Great." Will went and got some Diet Coke, and then he poured it into a cup that I'm assuming was filled with vanilla ice cream, because for some reason it just started to foam up like that of a float of some kind.
It's going down. It's fine.
Yeah, I know, but why did it rise up and then keep its shape and not overflow? Why is it stiff?
Perhaps you're not familiar. Everybody in the world has been using vacuum-sealed cups, and they get very cold.
Yeah.
And that creates the ice here in the Hilton Garden in Milford, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doxing myself, I think.
There you go. What room are you in?
No.
You'll be gone before this episode even airs.
I'm in a room close to the ice machine, I'll say that, because I know how to pick them.
Anything.
It's very cold ice, a lot of surface area, and it made it foam up, and now my whole fucking drink turned to slush for some reason.
Mr. Wizard over here, doing some tricks. Anyway, welcome to the Top 5 of Death. We're all here. We're having a good time. Charles, what's new with you?
If you can't tell, I'm broadcasting in a new location.
You know what? Before we were recording, I heard a lot of things, and I was boasting about how good my ears are.
Yeah.
Did not notice Charles in a different location because my eyes are bad. My ears are great. My eyes are terrible. Why are you in a different place?
Well, don't worry. It's only just on the other side of the room of where I was. So we have now gotten rid of. This is where our guest room was, which is also my office, Jess's office, and the cat room, which I don't know if the cats will ever. I don't know if they'll ever reappear because we took away their hiding spot.
You got rid of the bed?
Yeah, we got rid of the bed. Had a divot. It was a memory foam that it had a divot in it, and so we just took it outside and left it by the dumpster.
Nice. There you go.
What else are we supposed to do with it? The fucking condo community will deal with it tomorrow.
There you go.
So,
it's not my problem.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's going on with me. Eventually I'll probably get cooked by this window that's over here in the summer. It'll be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Positive.
So you were supposed to have a D&D meeting tonight, but someone's dick got caught in the dice tower?
And their dice tower, yes, it does happen that way. I mean, sometimes you want to use your dick to clear out the other dice. You know, it's the only thing that fits.
I would like to take this opportunity to let all the listeners know that I will 3D print you a dice tower that is undick-stuckable.
Finally.
There you go.
There's been a need in that market, and Will's going to fill it.
I'll use that next campaign.
Comes with a free bottle of baby oil. I got them on hand.
There you go.
Apparently you do.
Has anyone stuck their dick in something odd? Anyone? Once?
What are we considering
twice?
odd?
Come on. What do you mean odd? Don't fucking do that to me. You know what I mean by odd. A place where it's not supposed to be.
Like a vacuum?
Like a cantaloupe. Let's just say a cantaloupe.
What?
No.
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 Yeah. Vacuum?
Okay.
Yeah.
Vacuum? Did you?
Yeah.
What?
I tried the old trope. It doesn't work.
How many weeks ago was this?
Yeah.
It was today. We cleared out the thing. I had the vacuum out. I had to figure out what I wanted to know.
Now, we do have to turn that back on you, Matt. You did not pose the question to yourself.
I said cantaloupe.
You fucked a cantaloupe?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't have to.
You know what? Nice. I like it.
You know what? If I got questioned by in a court of law, I would have been clear. No one would have even noticed. They'd be like, "You didn't." They'd be like, "I did," and then they'd have to play it back and be like, "He did say cantaloupe." Yeah, well, you never fucked a cantaloupe.
Yeah, Probably fucked a Capitanellis though.
No.
Sorry.
What an absolute inside. Oh, so my best friend all through elementary, middle school, and high school was gay.
Well, everybody thought you were both gay.
No way. I'll take retarded. I'll take that people thought I was retarded. That I can understand. But no one thought I was gay. I had plenty of lady friends and interest in girls.
You did somehow. I don't get it.
I don't either. Because again, you could have mistook me for a retard. But some girls are into that, I guess. But yeah, no, Kevin was gay, and that was it. Then he joined the military, and then he got kicked out for being gay. And now he's just being gay somewhere else. Yeah. But
American hero.
Yep. Sam, what's new with you?
Oh, hey, I'm still up in Maine.
Okay.
There's a little family party going on right outside the old dog bus right now, so apologies if it gets rowdy. I think they're playing the new Mario Kart out there. We've just been working with Scuba Steve, our shelter dog. We're taking him on a lobster boat tomorrow.
Okay. Come on, Lobster.
Listen, that might come up later.
Okay.
It's funny. We had contacted this woman who owns like one of the inns downtown. Apparently, she's like pretty well to do and is just like a fan. And she's like, oh, like you're looking for something? Like I'll hook you up. And she's like, I have this person with this like $2 million yacht. I have this guy that owns a lobster boat. And then I have this guy who does a tour where he takes you out and then he dives into the water and he comes back up with stuff to show you from the bottom of the sea.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
I love that.
I was like, well, first of all, if you want to go and just do that for fun with your family, his name is Diver Ed, and it's Diver Ed's Dive-In Theater.
Oh my god! That's incredible.
Perfect.
However, for a dog, that's fucking horrifying. Man puts on big crazy suit, jumps into the water, disappears, comes back with a fucking like a lobster, and it's like, check this out, and then disappears again. So
Sam, listen, you do a lot of great stuff. You do a lot of cool stuff, but you cannot hold a candle to Dive-In Theater. That is one of the best things I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh my god! Everything you're about to say, I'm sure is great and awesome. I don't care. All I can think about is Dive-In Theater.
Oh, well, listen, I am looking forward to doing it without the dog. It does sound fun. And listen, that guy, he volunteered his boat and his time all for free to like help with the thing. So if anyone's looking for something cool to do and they're in Bar Harbor, I do recommend this guy.
Wait, why did I
Dive-In Ed did that?
Yeah.
He's the same guy with the lobster boat?
Different guy.
Oh, he said that if you wanted to use his, he would donate it.
Yep. You got
And
it.
I think
Hey,
you
sorry,
meant
Will.
to say. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? Go get a dog and let's all fucking go for free. What are we doing?
That's right.
Yeah. Come on. What are we doing? Why are we recording the show?
Why did I book an ATV
I got a dog.
adventure for my bachelor party? We could go to Dive-In Theater.
We
still
can do
can.
both.
We still can.
Actually, that's true. We probably could do both.
Fuck.
We can do both.
All right, Will, go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Now you ruined it, but Charles, Matt's been slacking. Is your wedding fully planned? It's coming up.
I mean, it's technically planned. We're buying decorations and shit like that right now. So.
Good.
Yeah.
It's in August, right?
September.
Asshole.
Oh. You're lucky I was close.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting married?
Party's in August.
Well, the bachelor party's in
invited.
August.
Everyone still has to RSVP.
Oh,
I told
yeah,
you I
you
would
did the
not.
online thing. I'll
You
get
have
to it.
to.
I'm sorry, I
You
forgot.
have to. If not, I'm gonna send you all I'm gonna call you up the week before you have to RSVP and be like, "Are you RSVPing to my wedding?"
I'm coming. How does that work? I'm coming.
That does
How
not
about
work
that?
because my dad did that shit. He
It's
was
on
like, "Wait."
record.
He's like, "I have to RSVP," and I was like, "Yeah." So
I'll be honest. This is a true statement. I did look for your invitation the other day. I did not have it yet because my mail's getting forwarded. I don't know if that's anything to do with it. I have a lot of mail, but I did go through my mail pile. I did not have an invitation.
If
Freddie,
not,
what do you think?
I'll just ask you the same question.
Yeah. Knowing Matt, he's got a pretty big mail pile.
Oh my God, you know me very well. That thing's it's gonna be my new house soon.
And now is that MALE pile?
Yes, it is, Sam.
All
That's
right.
right. It's huge.
Listen, you gotta join the YouTube so we can see Matt assaulting his cat with his microphone. No?
It's just it's so gentle, but it sounds so loud. This is me bopping. Oh, Megan's just screaming about something. Anyway, this is like an old WWE promo. It's like, oh yeah, well how about this? She doesn't anything.
You just assaulted your animal.
He's getting a pretty good sound out of that cat.
Fuck you, Matt. You're a piece of shit. Fuck
Oh
you.
yeah. For those of you just listening, Matt is taking his headphones off so he can listen to potential emergency. But now is the time where we can say anything we want to about Matt. Oh, he's got him off again. We can say Matt's hygiene is beyond reproach.
Yeah. Look at that cat bathe him right now.
Is that cat going down on Matt?
Actually, ladies and gentlemen,
It's going mid.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the last episode on the YouTube. We're gonna get taken down for some serious animal rights issues.
man on pussy action.
I'm sorry, I just had to listen to my house. My cat was licking my chest while I was doing that.
Yes,
we know.
Oh, you saw?
No?
Oh, very good, very good.
Oh, he's gone again.
All right, while he's gone, I'll just say the one other thing that I got to
Keep going. I have to go check something out.
the one other thing that I got to do, which I did want to fill the listeners in on, was I went to, and I didn't tell this story last week. I told this on we had a business meeting with the four of us. I went to go see The Life of Chuck, in theaters.
Yes, me.
the Life of Charles.
My life. It's not exciting.
Kaylee's dad's name is Chuck. Doug and Emmy's dog's name is Chuck. You could be a Chuck. But I saw Life of Chuck, and it is a beautiful movie. Also saw it at the Real Cinema in downtown Bar Harbor, and had one of the best pizzas I've ever had, just served in a movie theater. So again, anyone vacationing in Bar Harbor, go eat pizza at the frickin' Real Cinemas.
You're saying it wrong. It's Bar Harbor.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh yeah. There you go. Keep on going down that road. Take all the way to Bar Harbor from Kennebunkport.
I'm very, very surprised to hear that Bar Harbor has good pizza.
Some pretty good pizza around these parts, but don't keep going on down that way. You won't be able to get back there from here.
It is home to Pat's Pizza, which is pretty great. So that's
Too
a
bad
local
Pat
reference.
went crazy and killed his whole family.
Oh no.
Sometimes dead is better.
Shouldn't have gone to that side of the street. That's a side of the street that nobody has any remorse for.
Did you order the Muscle Beach Party? I'm looking at their pizza menu right now.
No, but you know what? I don't even know what's on it. Sounds pretty good.
If you're looking at the YouTube and seeing Sam's corner of the screen, then yes, the Muscle Beach Party is there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, brother.
The Muscle Beach Party consists of smoked mussels, broccoli, tomato, and goat cheese.
I mean, it sounds terrible.
That sounds awful.
That's a lot.
I ordered in a panic because we got late. We were late to the movie because parking down in Bar Harbor is a nightmare. But I ordered. It was just like a white pizza with like 4 types of cheese on it, and that can be like hit or miss because it can be like really heavy and kind of gross. But if they do it right, it can be incredible. And this was unbelievable. So, anyways, would recommend 10 out of 10. Got lots of recommendations for you guys for stuff to do in Bar Harbor, including pizza, movies, and Diver Ed.
You don't have to tell me. I'm very familiar with Bar Harbor at this point.
I went to Bar Harbor in my youth, and we fished for clams right on the beach because the tides were so great. They ebb and flowed so much that you could go see the little bubbles and go in and dig out clams. And all of us kids went and dug out fresh saltwater clams for our parents. And I was rewarded by getting paid $2 to eat one, and I threw up.
Well, I mean, listen, $2 in 1990s money.
I made the money.
Yeah. No
I
kidding.
wasn't upset with it. I went straight to the arcade.
It's because they put that in a Roth IRA.
Oh shit! If I put it into Bitcoin,
Yep.
Mm.
I mean, that was the time to invest 30 years before it existed.
hey, speaking of Bitcoin and economy crashing and the current state of the world, let's get a little bit of politics out of the way before Matt comes back. How about maybe World War III starting because we just bombed Iran? That's not cool, but
Yeah.
you know, certain people that I trust are saying that it's long overdue. I just, for one, do not like having the United States in war because it doesn't benefit us. And it's
Well-
not like our economy's booming.
Yeah. Well, as the youth who voted for him, who are probably going to war, skibbity toilet, we owned the libs. So there we go.
No. Fucking I
Skippity
think you
toilet.
guys shouldn't have voted for Trump. I said this the whole time.
Who's you guys exactly? Also,
I was
Charles-
talking to the blue stairs.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You stairs. Charles, how do you feel about living in DC right now?
Oh, it's terrible. I've hated living near DC during any time. I remember when North Korea was threatening us back in the 90s with like nuclear weapons, and as a child, that scarred me for life. So I'm just like the only upside is thank God I've read enough science fiction like novels where for some reason they never bombed DC. They always bombed a random town somewhere.
Yeah, it's gonna be rural
Haverhill,
New Hampshire.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. I've read one where they bombed Columbus, Ohio. Another one I just read this year, they bombed Pittsburgh for some reason, just wiped it off the face of the earth.
Have you been to Pittsburgh?
Yes.
It's
I have
fine.
family there. It's fine.
What happened? I'm back.
Yeah. We talked about the pizza in Portland, Maine.
No.
Yeah,
Bar Harbor, Maine.
Matt, we covered all politics, so you don't have to chime in.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
We pretty much solved everything too, I think.
I heard it's already been solved. That's a big selling point. Is everything's
Let's-
fine and everything's perfect. Nothing
right.
could go wrong.
Let me ask you one thing, Matt.
Hit me.
Are you still a Trump supporter?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I am very against this. I'm a very big anti-war guy. I don't like that he did it. I think he is, and the U.S. is a cock to Israel. But I mean, no one's going to be perfect. So by supporter, I'd say I'm not like pumped on him at the moment, but I would still vote for him if the election, the same one happened now. So I guess not
Yeah.
like a fervent
I think
whatever, but
the same actions would have happened regardless of who was president.
I think the only thing that switched was either it was Iran or Russia. Those were you were voting. You're like, listen, you're gonna have a bigger war. Your choice is either Iran or Russia. That was it. I was like, but I mean, the whole thing is he ran on no new wars, which was true of his first administration.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was. That's what he was going on. And obviously, again, he's a fucking Israel.
Sell out.
Yeah, it's just, well, is he a sellout or is he just a normal politician? Israel's got to get the fuck. Everyone's like, oh, you got to get money out of politics. You need to get Israel out of American politics is the real thing there. But what are you gonna do? At this point, you just gotta hope for quote unquote the best, and by that, I guess the best would be nothing else happens. But come on,
Well,
what are you gonna do?
at least everyone out there, you know where Matt stands. Anti-Israel.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's just that's not a. I mean, it's an easy position to have.
I believe I'll vote for a third party.
Go ahead, throw your vote away. But other than that,
You're still in a basement.
I am in a basement. I stayed at my new house for the last time. The last time. By the way, I fucking lost the house. Everybody, house is gone. Everything's the last time. We all stayed there for the first time last night. I gotta be
Nice.
honest. I haven't. No one in the
back.
house. I'm not back. No. It was probably the most probably the best night's sleep I've had in recent memory for everybody.
Wow.
It was just, I don't know. I think it was just the fact that everyone had space. Not to disparage, but this is like an old house and it only has like window ACs. It can only get so, like this one's like everything's nice and cool. It's whatever. Everything's new. We have a new mattress. It was just like, oh, chef's kiss.
Yeah, no, they insulated boot factories real well in the 70s.
Oh my god!
So
they took the mistake boots and they threw them in the wall. So it's just fucking filled with old friggin' shoes. Yeah. God, you can't hear anything
it's
outside.
an R rating of 118.
Yeah, whatever that means, but sure.
That's a joke for all you hardworking people out there.
Some guys driving a van going, yeah. But so a couple things. The fence started to get installed yesterday. It looks awesome so far, but I showed up as two guys. I'm gonna go on record here, okay? I've had two fences installed within a year and a half of each other.
Goddamn. You're 0 for 1.
I'm 0 for 1 on one. But what I will say is I think I found the next rung in a hierarchy, okay? I think it goes like hobo, carny, circus worker, which is a little bit different than carny, but like a step up there on the performative side.
They have talent.
Exactly. They have some talent. Then it's fence installer. The fence installer is the fourth rung of the social hierarchy because everybody, if you think about it, it's really digging holes, right? It's not too crazy. There's a little. I won't disparage it entirely. There's some skill to it for sure, but, man, the people that install, it's not the guys who sell the fences or own the fence companies. They're the P.T. Barnums of the world. It's the people doing the work.
The Vince McMahons.
The Vince McMahons.
They're fucking them kids.
There's only two people doing the fence. This ridiculously skinny dude who is like just shredded from work, right? He's just got that skinny work body. And then it's a guy who is just shirtless and he's wearing khaki shorts with no belt, his whole ass hanging out, big old belly. He looks like the dude who goes crazy in Full Metal Jacket. And I was like, oh, they're doing a good job. It was hot out. I was like, I just pulled up. They were there all day. I just pulled up for the first time of the day. Introduced myself. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. See if they need anything. They want some waters or seltzer or they need to use the bathroom or whatever. The skinny guy, it's like fucking Penn and Teller. The skinny guy doesn't say a fucking word. The other guy does all the talking. The other guy, for the way I just described him, has like the brightest, biggest, the mask teeth veneers I've ever seen. That caught me very off guard. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I mean, good for you. They were so fucking white. Everything about these two people were just like dirt tan working rub. And then this dude's teeth were like whiter than paper. It's like, oh, you just got those done. You just got them done. And you just
got those
said,
paid for out of a car accident.
yeah, something, right? A fucking AC at Walmart fell and hit him in the teeth. But they're nice. They were back today. And you know what I got to say? So far, so good. Knock on wood. They're doing a great job. I did have one issue after day one on one of the fence panels. I went out there to check it today. It's fixed. It was gone. They must have noticed it. Whoa, Will showing us the dick. Oh, my man.
Damn.
His camera fell.
Power plug isn't in.
So that was good. Then I'm going to bed. We have no shades on the windows. Not that it matters because we're like far back or whatever. But we do have neighbors that we can see. And I'm going to bed, and our bedroom windows, one side of them face like our neighbor's house. Someone from my neighbor's house is just out in their yard with a headlamp on, and they're feeding their goldfish pond at like 10:30. And like, yo, that's legit. You have a goldfish pond, and you're feeding them at that hour because you fucking care. Like, you're like, I'm going to do this right. They have a filter on it. It's not bad. But it was like, this ain't Lynn. This ain't Lynn.
That's right. Have you met your neighbors yet?
I have. One of them. Well, the only one is I live
one
next
of
to
them
a
is
development.
shingle factory. The other one makes oil.
It makes oil. Yeah, they harvest whale blubber. So my house is like next to like a development. Oh, Freddie! I wasn't here last night. Freddie's being very, very lovey-dovey. Freddie's a cat, not like my bear servant. But so next to me is like a development with these like little, I gotta be honest, they're like little like townhouses, but they're like 4 apartments in like one thing. And my one house is like bigger than like one of the entire buildings that like 4 families live in. But everyone's super nice. We actually met, one of them runs a daycare out of one of them and like watches all like the local kids, and we met her today because we might have like Birdie or Wednesday go over there like a day or two. They're dirt cheap, and the one was like a special ed teacher. She's like retired. She has 2 like her granddaughter who's like a junior sophomore in high school, and like her friend like help her out. I was like, oh, and I can also just see them from the window at all times. I was like, oh, seems fine to me. But yeah, they're nice. Everyone's nice. Everything's nice. Everything's nice up there. We went to a festival, like it's called Old Homes Day in Plastow. It's like their town festival. Everyone's super nice, and everyone that like Megan went there and she met a bunch of people, and they all ironically moved up from the North Shore, and they all made the same trip we did. They're like, yeah, it's great here. I'm like, oh, cool. So it's good. Everything's good. My life is good. Everything's good. I'm excited. I can't wait to get to the new house. I think this will be the last basement one. I'm like 85% sure. Next time I'll be in a dirty room, but it won't be a basement. So
It's going to start off clean. You're going to dirty it up specifically for the podcast.
oh yeah, I'm gonna make it like Pigpen. I want like a permanent puff of dirt just flowing around me. And I'm gonna hold on to a blanket. What'd you say? There you go. For the peeps.
I know the colors of the cats don't match, but I want to see if we can figure out a way to get the cat to leap from Charles's screen into Matt's.
I don't know if you've noticed this. Like, I'm going to pet him. It still keeps him blurred, but me, I'm like, oh, almost blind.
He's a noob side bot cat. It's all black.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's weird. So, yeah.
Will, did we hear about your week?
No, you guys skipped over me, and I had a fucking great week actually. So I can't
Yeah,
wait
sure
to
you
talk
did.
about
You
it.
had a great week in Connecticut? No, you didn't.
No, I was in Niagara Falls for a week on vacation.
Oh, did we miss
That's right.
last
We
week?
didn't
Oh, yeah.
record last
We
week.
did skip an episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I touched on it right before. You guys don't hear like a whining sound through my mic, do you?
Why is he have like someone wrapped up
there's
in
something.
on tape?
No, there's something in the hotel that's anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, I went to Niagara Falls for vacation for a week last week. It was fucking awesome. I had a great time. First stop, I flew in. I didn't drive. I was lazy because I figured, on a vacation you want to enjoy the most of your time off rather than driving 8 hours.
Yeah.
I don't have a tour bus like Sam, or 2 tour buses basically.
None of us are perfect.
But it was great. And have any of you guys ever gone to Niagara Falls? And I
No.
just want to ask you one question, if you have.
Yes, I have.
Matt, you've been.
No,
you've been
no,
a
no,
bunch
no.
of times.
I've had my hand up. I wanted to have a off the top question.
All right, fine.
Is this like a destination that you or your wife have been like seeking to go to, or is this the first time you guys going? Like, why did you go to Niagara Falls for a week for a vacation?
Rosa had been there before. I have never.
With her other
And-
boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she wanted to recreate having sex with her ex-boyfriend.
As you do.
At Niagara Falls. Except, I got way better hotel rooms and stuff. So
There you go. Let's step up for her.
Yes.
no, but really, she was there, and I have never gone. And I'm like, yeah, I love national landmarks. So
Love fucking waterfalls, dude.
yeah, I do now. Charles,
How much? Because I've been to Niagara Falls a couple times. How much more did you enjoy the Canadian side than the U.S. side?
Hold on. You didn't do the Canadian side. You told us that before.
Oh.
Right?
Did you go to
Talking
Canada?
Charles?
I'm talking to you. Didn't you say you weren't doing? You were only staying on one side. You weren't doing both sides.
No, I stayed 3 days in New York at the Seneca Casino, which was a beautiful hotel room. I had a corner room suite on the 17th floor with a like triple sized jacuzzi right in the bedroom. I showed you the picture, and I definitely did shit in it before we left.
Hell
per your recommendation.
Hell yeah, dude.
So for people listening, I sent the picture of this beautiful hotel room I had with
Turd
a nice
floating in it.
jacuzzi, and it overlooks kind of the skyline of Niagara. And every night they do fireworks at 10 o'clock. So to get in a little jacuzzi, have some champagne with your loved one, it's beautiful. And I sent the picture of this room to the group, and Matt's responds, which is never soon. Let's just say that.
That's true.
He responded with 15 seconds, goes, shit in that hot tub.
Yeah. Listen, that's true. I will strike when the iron is hot if I really believe that it warrants my time.
And it was funny. I laughed, so I'll give it to you. And then we had a great time in the New York side. And the public park, the national park around the falls in New York, before I went there, all I heard was that the Canada side is better. You want to go to the Canada side. After doing both, and I did all the tourist shit. I did every single tourist thing you can do. They were all wonderful. I have no regrets about any of them. The United States side of Niagara Falls is by far better than the Canada side.
USA. You know why?
The fireworks. God damn it, Sam.
I don't know how you're doing this.
And I'll give you your time, Charles, because I think you got something to say there. So the United States side, I don't know when the last time you went. It seems to be pretty fresh and redeveloped in the last 5 to 8 years. Where my hotel was, the casino, everything facing the falls from the casino was absolutely beautiful, walkable, clean, nice. Now, if I took a 2-minute walk behind the casino, I could buy whatever I wanted.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And I went to a liquor store there to stock up for the room, and Rosa was like, I'm not getting out of the car. It was bad.
Yeah, that's about right.
It was bad. But then you turn a corner, and then it's nice, and you turn a corner, and it's bad, and you turn a corner, it's not. It's a weird place. But if you just stay towards the tourist stuff, the United States side is so fun. The national park is so beautiful and walkable. I mean, we just walked for 4 or 5 hours to see everything, and you never felt like you were, journeying to something. There was something every 20, 30 minutes to stop and look at. Now the Canada side, it's like a fucking Dave and Buster's.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Really?
They have a little boardwalk along the best views. They have the best views over there.
The best views.
Because of the angle. But the boardwalk is fine. It's not the park that the United States is. And then they have their journey behind the falls was very nice to actually be right next to it and see the power of the falls. It was beautiful.
The raw
But
power.
everything 100 feet back from the actual water was just Applebee's. There was we ate at a Ruby Tuesdays, man.
Oh my God! What are you?
We ate at a.
Did you hit up the salad bar?
I didn't do the no.
You couldn't even afford the salad bar at the Ruby Tuesdays.
Oh well.
Jeez.
Man, that sucks.
We had a great time, and I met a celebrity.
Oh,
I saw your video. I wanted to hear about this person.
Yeah,
Oh.
you guys maybe Matt and Charles, you haven't heard of Wheelchair Rick.
no.
Never heard.
I'd love to though.
Wheelchair Rick is famous on YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, all the socials, because he is a guy in a wheelchair who just bombs down steep hills.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fast as fuck.
Hell yeah. And he's already
And-
paralyzed. The fuck? So, what's the risk there?
Well, death. Because he goes. He's
Yeah, he's even living right now. I mean, we're fucking. Come on.
I don't know. He's going 30 miles an hour in a wheelchair. One little pebble is gonna fucking ruin him. But you guys, anyone can look it up. Wheelchair Rick, Instagram. That's what he prefers you to look him up as.
Did you know
I talked
him?
to him.
Did you know him before?
Yes. So
Oh.
we came out of, I think it was actually, we came out of Ruby Tuesdays for fucking shitty lunch. Actually,
Yeah.
that was one of the better lunches of all the shit places.
Yo, apologies, Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah, Ruby Tuesdays, shout out. All of a sudden, I see this guy in a wheelchair by the curb
Flying.
with his backwards
Flying.
hat. No, he wasn't. He was
Oh.
just sitting still at the time. And I go, I'm looking at him, and I look at Rosa, I go, I fucking know that guy. That's Wheelchair Rick. And she's like, why are you just fucking taking pictures of this guy in a wheelchair?
What's he gonna do? Chase you?
I'm like, no, it's Wheelchair Rick. I go, trust me. This guy's like famous. And sure enough, like 1 minute later, he starts pumping. He starts pumping up this fucking steep hill because we were at the bottom at the time. He
Okay.
fucking wheels his way up to the top of it's Clifton Street or
Niagara
Clifton
Falls, the top of the falls. Yep.
Well, it's Clifton Hills, I think, is the area, and that's the street. So he's pumping up the hill, and I'm following. I'm like, all right, let's go. We're gonna go across the street anyway to this arcade. I go, but just keep an eye on him. I guarantee he's gonna turn around and come bombing down. And certainly he did. And I got a video of it. I posted on the Discord, so check it out.
Did he fall?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
But
I
when
mean,
he
come
drove,
on.
when he drove by, I said, "Yeah, Rick," and he like kind of did one of his wavy arm things to me, which
He
was
took
cool.
his dead little legs and put them up by his ears and shook them like pom poms.
Yes.
So you've seen his videos.
Yeah, dude, I would love that. Good for him. I can't. I mean, I don't want to walk down a hill, let alone go fast in a chair. So
Yeah, it was awesome. Got to meet a celebrity. I loved it.
There's a chance you're in one of his videos, I guess, because you know,
oh yeah, you
All
check
the
out. You
same-
should send him a cease and desist.
it's all the same location.
Public space. I don't know how Canada law works, but
Oh, dude, what law? It's
Lawless.
all
fucking commies.
bunch of. All right. Well, that's good. Did
Yeah.
do you have like a death or something? Like, what's happening? Anyone else need to do anything?
We
I don't.
we don't have a death because I forgot to post the lists like 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit. Well, whoops.
Well, I was recutting an ad a third time to a
Jeez.
different song. Oh, we talked about this off air. I didn't get to talk about this on air. So
I don't know if you're allowed to.
I am.
Okay.
Both of the songs are out. First time I cut this ad to the company, which I clearly don't name on the show, but we were cutting an ad. We were supposed to do it to a Turnstiles new song, which we talked about. Apparently they were a hardcore band. Didn't know.
Yeah. Hardcore in the lightest of terms.
Yes. They turned down the creative in general, overall creative. So we switched to All American Rejects because they're doing a whole resurgence. They're doing
Right.
backyard shows and stuff like that. We finalize the ad. We get approval from All American Rejects. We're about to start like putting in color and finishing it that week. In the first Monday of 2 weeks ago, the All American Rejects lead singer goes, "Oh hey," in an interview with like People Magazine or something like that. He's like, "Hey, I'm opening an OnlyFans to launch this new song and our album, and I might show some D on it." And what? Oh, I just named my company.
Yeah. You better fucking edit that shit out.
We have to edit that out.
You better fucking put a mark down.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I was like,
Yep.
dude, I don't know.
Yeah, they were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna. That doesn't work for us." And sadly, my boss is like, "I wish." My boss gave me a call in the middle of the day, and I was like, he started off as, "I wish this was a better call," and I was like, "I'm about to get fired." And he's like, "We got to change the song again." I was like, "Thank
Fine.
God." Sure.
I don't. It doesn't matter to me. I just work
Yeah.
here.
So, yeah, that was insane. That's been. So that's why I didn't post any lists. I was
Anyone-
busy editing to a third song.
Anyone hear the new Lil Wayne album,
Is it good?
the Carter 6? Yeah, it's awesome.
Is it? I want to like Lil Wayne. I've tried to listen to his albums, and like other than like some of his hits, I'm like I don't know. I can't get into it. I want to. I like Lil Wayne as a person. I think it's cool.
Check out the new one.
All right, I will.
Notably, the song he did with Jelly Roll, who I'm like not really for or against, called Shark. Very good.
Oh, Baby
I like
Shark.
it. No.
Birdie will love it. Shock. Shock. That's what she does.
That's
she
pretty
goes,
accurate.
Yeah, she points at the TV, goes, show. It's awesome. God.
So, Charles, if your company needs any original music, that there's not going to be any sort of problems with, just let us know.
Yeah.
I say,
Yeah.
there's some teenagers and they've got new shorts for teenagers in the summer.
If they don't like that one, you could try this one.
Yep.
Come on, little girl, and take off your pants. Take off your pants and put them on my face. You think they like that one?
Yeah. It's gonna rock, what is it, Black Friday sales? Sure. That's our next holiday.
Well, I mean, if
Why is
they
it gotta
if
be
they
a
don't like
Black
that
Friday?
one, yeah, there you go.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, your cat just opened its eyes, and it just showed it was very funny. It just like little eyes went bloop, bloop, like a cartoon, like a ghost in the woods.
Yep.
Yeah,
Pretty
this is
accurate.
this is the future of my recording setup now. It's just him
The
until I
cat
get a
tree?
windowsill thing, and then he's probably
there
going to
you
be
go.
over here. So
I had one more thing I wanted to check in on.
Oh god, is it gonna make me mad?
No. So, getting off the exit to my hotel where I'm at in Connecticut,
Yeah.
there's a sex store.
Hell yeah,
There's a
amazing.
sex toy store,
Is it amazing?
and they advertise that it's also a movie theater.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Have any of you ever gone
in
to like a sex store movie booth? Or
No.
do you even know somebody who has?
No, I want
No,
to
sir.
though.
I'm so fucking curious. I imagine it's just a gay suckfest.
So get sucked.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to. Not by a guy.
What do you?
Why?
It's a whole.
Mouth to
How would you
mouth.
know?
I got,
It's a whole.
I got married. That's what that's for.
Does this need to be a new
Hold
Turds
on.
episode? we
Glory
we
hole?
all went we
You know
all went
what?
to a sketchy porn suckfest booth. Did it
And
rule
one
or
of us
did it
got
suck?
sucked. Guess
That'd
who?
be a great live episode.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. Speaking of suckfests, we're gonna do a Simpsons episode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So this will all right. So this is an episode that we've kind of I feel like this episode itself has been like floated off for so long. I also feel like we've done it already, but we haven't. Have we? And by we, I
No.
mean me.
You.
Yeah, there's no way we haven't done like non-family Simpsons characters. Ain't no way.
Do you wanna search?
I
on
don't think
Spotify
we've
right
done
now?
any Simpsons stuff.
No, I know.
In this,
I know we haven't
in this
iteration.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't care either way. I'm happy to talk Simpsons any chance I get.
There's only ever been 2 Simpsons episodes.
What are they? There's episodes probably.
Episode 6, Simpsons episodes.
Jesus.
And episode 55, Simpsons Halloween Treehouse of Horror segment.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Holy fuck. All right.
Good
So
job.
yeah. All right. So this episode is like top 5 secondary Simpsons characters, but we're throwing down the gauntlet a little bit more, and I think we're going to try to do something where we're going to try to go from 5 to 1, with 5 being the furthest from core character Simpsons quote unquote characters that we can, and then try to bring it in closer to main side characters or whatever. At least that's what I'm gonna do. Feel free to do whatever you want. That's what I'm doing.
That's also
So,
how my list is. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see. I just can't wait to start talking about it, because it's just gonna nothing but like nostalgic jarring of memories for me, and I go ha 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 ha, ha. me likey ha 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 ha, funny.
It's gonna be fun because I know Matt and Sam, you guys are like Simpsons pros with quotes. I've seen every single Simpsons episode, including the new seasons.
I know that's
Maybe
one thing I
you
always
guys
found
aren't.
fascinating about you.
Yeah.
I don't think that I have anything to put on my list from the newer ages. My wonder is, Charles,
Yeah.
how much Simpsons knowledge do you have?
Well,
Yeah.
I was raised on The Simpsons,
Oh,
but
wow.
I also like, I would say more of Matt. I don't know if Sam did. I fell off around like season 12 beyond, where it just kind of like, so the main seasons, like the core seasons. Yeah, is what I have. But the downside is I have watched so many other things that there's a lot of Simpson stuff that has just left my brain, like that I forget about. I can't quote it as much as I used to.
I've got a hard cutoff after season 8, which I know is early for a lot of Simpsons fans.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I was like 8.
yep,
What are they on? What are they on now? Like 35?
Yeah.
I want to say
something like
it's
that.
36.
Actually,
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's get this party rolling. Who wants to start with their number 5, I don't know, side Simpsons character? Anyone?
I'll
start.
No, go ahead.
All right, I'll start. You know what? I rarely start. I'll start this one.
Start it up.
All right.
All right, so there is no way this character has a name. So we're starting off good.
All right.
There's no way to do it. But this is a thing that I think of a lot whenever I see audience interaction or reacting to a statement from the audience perspective. And my number 5, I refer to as the taxes guy. So if we remember during the episode,
The guy
with
from the IRS.
No.
Okay. All right.
It's much further than that. It's a guy in the audience, and they're doing. It's when Edna Krabappel wants more money for the teachers, and Principal Skinner says they can't afford it. So they have like an open debate in front of the town, and they're basically. Edna Krabappel goes up and she makes this thing. She's like, blah, 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 blah. It's for your kids' futures. And then hear the audience just being like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then Principal Skinner will be like, it's like, we simply can't afford it. If we did that, we'd have to raise the taxes. And then but during this whole time, there's this one prominent voice that's always just been like, yeah, oh yeah, that's right, the taxes. That's going to raise taxes. And then Edna Krabappel will be like, come on. Yeah, she makes a good point. It's a good point. And then Principal Skinner does this like hand gesture. He's like, oh, that's right, the taxes. The hand thing means the taxes. It's so fucking funny, and I've never forgotten it. And that's my number 5. Is that he's not even an image to go with it. It's literally just a voice from an audience of that one guy, because it sticks out so much. It's fucking, the hand thing means the taxes. It's gotta be taxes. That's how I feel whenever I watch presidential debates. It's the taxes.
Yeah, it's such a good illustration of how layered old Simpsons was with jokes. It's just like, let's have this hilarious shit go on like in the audience. It doesn't even have to be like fully heard, but it's going to be fucking hilarious anyways.
Yeah, I wish I had my phone set up. I would find the audio clip. It's like 2 seconds, but
That's exactly what I was about to say, is because I had a reference for this of the tax guy, and he's this like smarmy guy, bald-headed, horseshoe pattern with glasses. And it's a different scene than what you're talking about, but I'm wondering if they use the same voice.
it's very distinct, so I would be able to tell if it was the same guy. But
I'm obviously I'm in the hotel. I can't play it over the air easily right now.
I gotcha.
Charles, did you find it?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the scene.
Let me see.
The finger thing means the taxes. That's right. Oh, we can't hear it. We can't hear it, Charles.
Hold on.
Charles, please save us. Save us.
Hold on.
We're gonna get a YouTube struck so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hell
fuck it,
yeah.
who cares? We don't make any money anyway. What are they gonna take our money? The taxes.
The tax.
It's a write-off.
We have a very tight budget
There
to
we
do
go.
what he's asking. We'd have to raise taxes.
It's your children's future.
It'll cost you.
Come on.
The finger thing means the taxes.
Who is that?
A finger thing. A finger thing.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
That's great.
As soon as we decided on this episode, that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, finally, a reason to bring this up.
I don't even think I've ever heard that before, and I've seen that episode, and that's a beautiful thing about The Simpsons is you can get new stuff out of it from watching it over and over again.
Yep, 100%. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. And I mean this like from the bottom of my heart in the most sincere way. If God forbid I was struck with like some horrific tragedy in my life, like one that like most don't come back from, and even if you did, it'd be very terrible, I would absolutely find the utmost solace in watching old Simpsons episodes. Easily. The level of comfort it brings me is insane. It's great. It's it's for me, it's so home. It is so home no matter where I am. I love it. It's so great. That's my number 5, the taxes guy.
It's a beautiful thing. All right. Who's up?
Sam,
Okay.
you were ready to go.
My number 5 is Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo.
I was going to put him on my list, but I didn't because it's too good. No.
He appears. He actually. So I looked these up on like Simpsons wiki things, and I guess he's actually like the same character is animated into a couple different episodes, but he's only named Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo in one episode, and that's the last temptation of Homer, where Homer is contemplating possibly cheating on Marge with Mindy from work, and he goes to Moe's for advice, and where's the quote? He says, he has a friend. Let's call him Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo, and Moe says, "That's the worst name I ever heard." And then there's a guy at the bar that gets up and runs off crying, and Barney calls after him, "Joey Jojo!"
Joey Jojo! Oh, it's so good. It's so fast and smooth. It's so good.
Yeah. The word Shabadoo is such a Conan O'Brien joke.
Yeah.
That term. I mean, it says like written by like that episode is written by Frank Mula or whatever, but I think that this is also the era that Conan's on. Because if you listen to him, the term Shabadoo comes up pretty often when he's improving names.
Yeah, that's true. I think I've heard that before.
So apparently he also appears earlier on. There's The Simpsons and Delilah. He's
Delilah.
He's one of the attendees at Mr. Burns' boardroom meeting. But I think they just reused the same. And actually, you know what? Looking at photos, I think they did the same thing that they did with Smithers, where originally he was black, and then for the next one they're like, nah, he's yellow now. So just a weird,
AKA white.
AKA white. So yeah, his big line before that was he says, "I think you mean him, sir," and points to Homer. But that was before his race swap.
That's so good.
Yep.
Yeah, excellent pick. Almost too popular to not pick. But yeah, now I'm curious about these other two Joey Jojos.
Yeah.
Will, Charles, who's going?
I'll go.
Okay.
My number 5's it's gonna be Wendell Borton.
Oh, the guy who pees himself.
Yep.
The kid that's always sick.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just very like anemic, sick, pale-looking albino kid.
That was
He
last
has-
name too, huh? Borton?
Damn.
Well, I looked it up. Yep.
Yeah, that's just funny.
I knew it was Wendell. I didn't know his last name until I looked it up. But he's a side character child in the school. Never has lines. When he has a line, it's just nothing major. And apparently, it was voiced by like 6 different people. So he's such like a non-character. But he's always stuck in my mind watching The Simpsons as like that sickly, fucking chalky white kid at school that you just didn't want to get near because you figured you'd catch some kind of disease from him.
Yeah, he's like so pale, and he has like Charlie Brown animated hair. It's just like
Yes.
circles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he's like a non-character. You won't see him for like 10 seasons, and then you'll see him like twice.
Yeah.
He was definitely
So-
a staple of those first like 2 seasons for sure.
Yeah, when his hair like moved per animation cell.
Yeah. Oh, I should mention too. But the only criteria for this episode was just not the main family, not the 5. So just an FYI, putting that out there.
Yeah.
Gonna take off my 4 through 1.
Ah, shit.
But Wendell, to me, not just in The Simpsons, but through all, animated and other TV shows, such a nothing character, but they've kept him around as an extra for so long. Because The Simpsons, they create new extras all the time.
Oh, 100%.
Does he have any lines? Does he have like
No
a
episode.
character voice?
He's had a few lines. He's mostly famous for like getting nauseous and throwing up. But never really any major lines in an episode. Never an episode where he was a part of the storyline other than a one-off bit. So to me, this was easily a number 5 offshoot character.
Yeah.
Wonder
Hell
if there's anyone out there that has a Wendell tattoo.
Matt's
God, who
looking at
knows?
his arms right now, going,
Do I have a
I don't know.
Wendell
Do I?
Do I want a sickly child tattooed on me?
It's
I
The Simpsons.
follow.
Of course, someone has one.
I know. I follow a great Instagram account which is like Simpsons tattoos, and there are some really excellent ones, but I just don't think I've seen a Wendell one. So listen, if you have a Wendell tattoo, write us at top5ofdeath@gmail.net.
Gee, what is that? Oh,
Dot
We're
net.
networked now.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All
I
right,
guess you don't
Charles.
want to hear it.
yeah. My number 5. Quick question: can y'all tell me who's this?
Oh, that's Handsome Pete. He dances at the pier for nickels.
Yes.
It's an image of Krusty the Clown.
No, that's Handsome Pete.
Yep.
Oh,
That's very
What's that,
funny.
a quarter? He'll be dancing for hours. Like,
Will, did you think that I was incorrect in
no,
my
I
statement?
didn't. I didn't know you had it right.
oh yeah,
Oh.
that's Handsome Pete. He dances for nickel.
I
This is such a
involuntarily
funny
responded to that, by the way. I didn't even think. I
Yep.
didn't even think.
Yeah.
It was like showing a picture of my kid. Like, who's that? It's Wednesday.
Will,
Who's
have
that?
you not-
Handsome Pete.
Have you not seen that episode?
No,
That's a great pick.
don't.
Um,
You do not know me anymore. Every time I've seen everything, and I forget about it as soon as I finish it.
that's fair.
Yeah.
See, Will's
Yeah.
problem is that he's seen all 1,000 episodes, and we've
Right.
just seen the same 10 episodes 1,000 times.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Pretty right.
exactly
You're pretty
precisely right.
Well, for better
man.
context, Handsome Pete is
Okay.
a small version of Krusty the Clown,
Yes.
but he dances down at the pier.
Yeah. So then the joke is they go no, and they blow up the balloon more, and they go, oh yeah, Krusty.
Yeah. But this is the
God,
episode.
that's a great pick, Charles. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
This is the episode where Krusty's doing tax evasion, right?
Yeah.
Avoision?
Avoision.
Not avoision.
Yeah.
I don't say evasion. I say evoision.
We should.
They have to auction off his plane. No, he escapes on the plane. I'm on a roll of gay.
Yeah, and crashes it into the mountain.
They have to what is it? They have to garnish my wages.
Garnish my celery?
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
Yeah. Oh my God! I was gonna ask, like, do you think someone actually does have a tattoo? Because that's in the Google image search.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
I
Handsome
don't
Pete.
want to speak, not to get off on a tangent,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty confident, and I mean legit confident, that I'm the only person that has a Disco Yeti Animal Kingdom tattoo.
Disco Yeti. What makes a disco?
That's just what they call him. It's the animatronic from the Expedition Everest ride, and they
Yeah.
call him Disco Yeti because he hasn't worked since like the first year they opened. So he's in C mode, which all it means is that there's strobe lights behind him and it doesn't move at all anymore. So they just call him Disco Yeti. But I'm pretty pumped on that. I can't wait. I haven't gone back since I got this. If this doesn't get me to the front of the fucking line every fucking time I go, I'm going to choke out a cast member.
Oh shit.
Nice. Oh, that's a great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Shit, is it me again?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to just confirm. This. Oh, I don't want my phone on me. I don't want to fuck around with the tabs either. So I don't know this person's last name off the top of my head, but this person has appeared in a few episodes, not many, and they've always been pretty small parts. But I think this is a very funny character, and maybe in the episodes that I haven't seen, they've explored him a little bit more. But my number 4 is Herman, the gun store owner, the one-armed gun store owner.
Yeah, that's early on Simpsons too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
There's this like scene where
Herman.
is it Herman?
That's what I'm seeing here. Yep.
I think that's right. But he has somebody tied up in the back of the store, and like Chief Wiggum like stumbles in, but he literally like falls into the room, and then Herman like points a shotgun at him. He's just like, looks like the spider's caught himself another fly. It's so funny.
He reminds me of like Steve Buscemi in that Adam Sandler movie.
A little bit.
Was it Waterboy maybe?
No, you're thinking of Billy Madison when he's the
Billy Madison. Yeah, when he's
the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the most prominent role he has from memory is in like I think season 1 or 2, but it's the one where Bart mounts the quote unquote military response against the bullies, and he has like Herman like Grandpa like brings him to Herman to strategize a strike. It's great. But yeah, that character, I think it's funny. I would have liked to see at least one dedicated Herman episode of some kind. I don't know what it is. But and there is another in that same episode, Bart asked him how he lost his arm. And no, it's great. Yeah, Herman. And it's just that one that looks like the spider's caught himself another fly. I don't know. I've always thought that was so fucking hilarious.
He loses the arm from sticking it out of a school bus window, right?
Yes, I think that's pretty. Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
I'm just reading this as maybe it was not in canon, but he lost the arm in a ball return at a bowling alley on this Simpsons wiki page. So I don't know if that was just an idea for.
I remember what Sam's referencing.
I wonder if they did a gag where like he had a different story for it every time.
Yeah, maybe. And it only did it twice.
Yeah. And then he was running the counterfeit jeans ring out of Homer's garage.
Right. Yeah. At a Homer's own garage when Marge was a cop.
all the cops are trying on the jeans at the end. Good God,
yeah,
that's funny.
Right. Yeah, then Marge quits because it's so corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what about the evidence? Like, what evidence? And it's like, who wears short shorts?
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's my number 4, Herman. Charles? Sorry, Sam?
My number 4 made his first appearance on the Tracy Ullman Show.
Oh, man.
In episode... apparently they did at least 38 Simpsons shorts on the Tracy Ullman Show, which is fucking wild. But this is Hans Moleman.
Oh,
you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you got me there.
This is my number 3.
Oh,
it's my number 3 too.
All right, well, you guys take it.
Well, hold on. Question for the audience. A question for you guys. How old is Hans Moleman?
I'm 31 years old.
There you go.
I like how the writers had a conversation like, what sounds like not that old, but like old enough. And now I'm like 39. I'm just like, I'm 8 years older than Hans Mole Man.
Follow-up question. Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Who's gay for Mole Man?
No one's gay for
Gay
Mole
for Mole Man. That's the quote I associate with him the most. No
Yeah.
one's gay for Mole Man.
It's definitely I was saying Boo Earns for me.
Oh, that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
That lives on forever. Gentlemen, you can take it away as your number 3.
Mine are just because he's got one-liners just galore. I don't think there is an episode that is Mole Man centric that I can think of.
No.
Yeah. The other thing I think of is it's when they went to Crust Itchy and Scratchy Land, and Marge is like, we should have went to the bird sanctuary, and they show the bird sanctuary. He's
Going
getting
crazy.
attacked. He's at the phone booth. He's like, give me the biggest seed bell you have, and he goes, no, that's too big.
Yep. Yep. I quote that talking about the size of almost a lot of things.
Yep.
They're like, what do you want? A large super beef? Say no, that's too big.
Hello, this is Mole Man in the morning. Good Mole Man to you.
It's so good. He's a great character for sure, and he gets hit in the groin by the football.
Yes. Yep. He's the perfect sad sack. For the show. I also like, there was an achievement I think in the Simpsons Hit and Run, like the Grand Theft Auto Simpsons video game on GameCube, where you had to like smash into Mole Man in different places and kill him.
Jesus Christ.
And he would just have like those one-liners like, "Oh no, like, I'm sorry."
And he's always dying for some reason.
Right. Like he's on the brink of death, and then he gets like smashed into the next realm, and he's just like, "Well, we'll see what happens."
That's so funny. Man, we just cleared out a whole bunch right there.
I know.
Will, number 4.
Jeez. Shit.
Don't know that guy.
No, my number 4 probably could have been later up, but I'm gonna say Apu Nahasapima Petalon.
Oh.
Man, R.I.P.
Yep.
R.I.P. indeed. This is kind of a memorial tribute because of the woke treatment that he got, where I believe it was Hank Azaria was his voice originally.
Yeah, and who's the guy that led that charge? His name was like he was a comedian. I think he actually performed at like the improv theater that I was at, and it was like a big deal that he was coming to like do a set. And I remember being like, "This fucking guy, this guy can fuck himself." I was like, "Don't put me on that week. I don't want to even be here." What the fuck was his name? He's like his career went nowhere. He's like, no. He was like an Indian guy, and it was like fucking all up and like he was like what oh god, who's the guy who's on oh my god, name a funny black comedian. He's got glasses.
Dave Chappelle.
Steve Urkel.
No.
Is it,
Got any cheese?
Is he the one who did the problem with the poo?
Yes.
There was a hold up. So his name's Hari
Yep.
Kanda
Yep.
Abalu?
Yep.
Shabadoo.
Okay, yeah. I just
Shabadoo. Yeah, him. That's him.
I
That's the
can't
guy.
tell you
Fuck him.
anything this guy has done.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why when you said comedian, that is not somebody I would call a comedian.
Yeah. Well, the point is that
Never
again,
heard of him.
he was like, "Hey, what an absolute fucking grifter this guy was, right?" He was like, "Hey, I'm of this ethnic descent. This is a put his fucking finger in the wind. He goes, "Oh, this is where popularity's blowing. What can I do? Oh, Apu Nahasapima Petalon. What a fucking, I'm going to have a problem with that guy and raise hell in this fucking climate that got him ultimately fucking rescinded." When again, the whole fucking, everyone's pushback was like, he's a well-off character in that world. He fucking owns a business, is married, has kids, is a success.
That's
like,
why this is my pick, is because they
Go ahead,
canceled
Will.
this motherfucker, even though he was a great cornerstone character and a positive contributor to the town of Springfield. But because the voice behind the fourth wall wasn't what you wanted.
Yeah.
So they deleted the whole character. They didn't replace his voice.
Nope.
The
they
Quickie
cancel
Mart
them.
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like,
It's bullshit. And Apu, I just want to say, I need the Quickie Mart.
Who needs the Quickie Mart? I
do. He was such an American,
Yeah.
success story. It was
Yeah, he
really
became a
what
citizen.
I thought that character was based on growing
Yeah.
up. I never
he
thought it
became a
was
citizen
racist.
and Mo got deported in that episode.
Yeah, he had the accent. Okay. But you ever gone to a fucking Indian
I
grocery
know. I was going
store?
to say, have you ever met an Indian
That's how
person?
they fucking talk.
I know. That was, man, you want to talk about hills I would die on trying to teach fucking improv comedy to people in Cambridge, Massachusetts. When it came to like accents, they'd ask me, I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, oh, well, what do they sound like? This? Great. Just sound like that. Doesn't mean you have to act a certain way, but if that's the way they sound, what are you going to do?
It's funny. That's when the racism comes out, is when they like do the physical mannerisms that are too racist.
Well, the thing, I would be like, and it make people so uncomfortable. I'd be like, if they're like, oh, like, what if they like, if we get like a suggestion of like an Asian accent, so you just have like an Asian accent. I was like, we don't have to be like, oh, pork fried rice.
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
But you can be like,
a little exchange of the L's and R's is fine.
yeah, who cares? But you know what? Oh my God, this was the cop out that they did all the time. We would do something and it'd be like, look, give me like a voice or blah, blah, blah. And someone would be like, an Asian accent. And then they would do a quick thing. They'd be like, hi, I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, and my last name's like, and just like in a normal voice, and they'd cut the scene real fast and it'd be like, ha, 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 ha. And I'd always be like, pussy, like from the side. But man, fucking whatever. Whatever, don't give me all riled up.
I'm listening to a lot of audiobooks. I think I brought this up on the podcast before, but it's like audiobook reader, one guy has to do all the voices. And if there's a character that's written to be like a stereotypical black guy from like 1910, and he's written in a certain way, and the verbiage is written in a very specific way, he's got to do the voice, and he does.
Yeah.
And no one's pissed off about it because like that's what the book says, and it's this guy's job to read the book.
Yeah.
I think that I remember you saying that a few weeks ago, and I think that's just the perfect comparison to why this is not a non-issue.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
Yeah, poor Apu.
It started a whole domino effect in
Ripu.
the voice acting industry.
It did. I do remember that. Yeah.
It started a whole issue. Bob's Burgers had problems with it. They wanted people to stop doing. They wanted a guy does the voice of Linda for Bob's.
Yeah.
He created the character. Linda is based off a thing he did online. Like this is, like it's almost a character he did, and they wanted him to change it. The one thing they met them in the middle is there's a character in there named Marshmallow. Marshmallow is transgender. There's never been so they officially replaced the voice actor for that with a transgender person. They're like, here, take this.
And it solved all the problems. That was it. Right then and there. Everything was like, we won everything we've wanted.
They gave him
it's such vacuous horseshit to do stuff like that. Anyway, Sam, you're going to say something?
No, so I was going to actually have a quick non sequitur just because I don't know if you remember this, because Matt, I know you're such a big It fan.
faggot.
Yep.
So I don't know why you'd say that, Sam.
It's the new
Sounded
me.
just like him.
It's the new me, baby. So I've been rereading or re-listening to the audiobook, and then we just started rewatching the miniseries last night. And like, obviously the miniseries was made for TV in 1990, so it's pretty tame comparatively. There's a lot of things you could not do on television back in the day, like a lot of things. But apparently one thing you can do is straight up call someone the N-word full out. Like, I don't know if you remember this scene, because I watched it for the first time in a while and was like, excuse me? This is Henry Bauer.
When they were kids, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I do remember
Because
that.
listen, that word comes up in the book about 10,000 times.
Does it? I just remember. I never read the book.
And it's not as shocking in the book because it's like, okay, I
You
get
read
it.
it in your own voice.
But like to hear it in a made-for-TV movie, you're like, oh wow, that was okay back then to be on TV, but not show like too much blood. Wild.
Yeah. Censorship in those directions are so bizarre to me. It's like, you better not show that woman's fucking tit. but there's that slit throat over there for 10 straight minutes. And you're like, okay. No, but the other thing too is like, I mean, the 90s ruled. And you know why? Because you could have that on TV and no one would bat an eye at it, and it wouldn't even ruffle feathers. They'd just be like, this is part of the story. Go on. And like, that was it.
Right.
That was it. Because the 90s was the best decade to be alive.
Yeah. I mean, because to be fair, it realistically, if you were a piece of shit bully in the 1950s and you were
100%.
bullying a black kid, that's what you would
100%.
call him. And so it's, but to hear it on a made-for-TV thing actually just blew my mind. But I digress.
Yeah. I don't even know. Here's, you know what I think the interesting conversation is around that is like where racial slurs and curse words meet. You know what I mean? Like, it's so strange to be like, you can't say fuck on TV, but you could drop like an N-bomb. And it's like, what's, you know what I mean? Like, why one and not the other? Right? If it's like, I don't know. It's something I've never really kind of thought of. It's just kind of piquing my interest a little bit. But anyway.
Language.
Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, that. Hans Moleman.
Yeah. Hans Moleman, no less. Earlier
All right.
episodes, speaking of N-words, am I right?
Yep. All right. Charles, I believe it's your number 4.
Oh, it is my number 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 4 is Johnny Tightlips.
Oh, he ain't saying nothing.
He
ain't saying nothing.
I love him.
Man, Charles, you're fucking...
Yeah.
Good picks. Good picks.
What do I tell the doctor? Tell him to suck a lemon. Like,
Where are you shot?
I love
did you
it.
see the shooter?
funny.
I see a lot of things. Like, it's like that's one of those like side characters that delivered perfectly. You give them 2 lines, they go away after that point.
Yeah. I'm seeing double. 4 crusties.
What a
good.
ridiculous side character. I actually thought he was only in a couple episodes, and I looked it up. He's in several. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's in
no,
a lot more than I
he's
thought
got
he was.
like at least 10 appearances, I would guess.
Really? No shit.
Well, he's still in the episodes apparently. He has
Well, yeah.
appeared in.
I'm the only one that's
he-
watched The Simpsons the last 10 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
he voiced by a true Italian person? Because if
Actually-
not, I'm going to have a real fucking problem.
Big problem.
Big problem. That guy better be fucking have macaroni in his pockets.
Oh my god, he apparently has an actual name according to this.
Oh, no.
That's what.
I don't think I want to know.
He is voiced by Hank Azaria though.
Good for him. Man, I love
yeah.
Hank Azaria.
Yeah. The man's a legend.
He's so good in Birdcage.
Yeah, that is
Azaria or Azaria?
I don't
you
care.
know.
I just don't care.
Yeah, he is.
I'll call him whatever the fuck I want.
I figured.
I
What
throw
a
up the money. He makes me laugh.
What a wildly inappropriate movie for, a kid at the age of 10 to see.
With
Oh,
the
the
birdcage?
The Birdcage.
So
No,
good.
I saw it when I was young too, and I didn't fully appreciate it until when I rewatched it once when I was like, it happened to be on TV when I was like in like my mid 20s, and I was like, yo, this fucking movie's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nathan
Johnny
Lane?
Tightlips.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yep, Nathan
Nathan
Lane
Lane,
and
Robin
Robin
Williams.
Williams. And would they
Pierce
allow
the
it to be
toast.
made now with Robin Williams in the lead?
They fucking damn well better.
I bet
Or
you.
they wouldn't even let Nathan Lane do it. They're like, he's not a real drag queen.
I bet they fucked.
Oh my
for
god,
them.
my cat just fell.
Listen, there could have been cocaine involved. Robin Williams was around. Shit got wild.
For sure.
Who's up? Me?
You.
Do it.
Number 3. Damn boy. All right. So my number 3. Getting I don't know how, like, when I hear second rate, like secondary characters or whatever, all the things that I want are very obscure. Just because I'm just thinking of like, because to me, a lot of like the secondary characters are like main characters to me because I hold them in such high regard. Like Apu would be like a main character to me, but he's definitely not. But I'm gonna go with another one-time appearance. I'm sure. I'm gonna go with another. Definitely does not have a name.
Mm-hmm.
And just delivers one line that has been stuck in my head. And it's from the episode where the Simpsons get a pool.
Hmm.
And it's the kid. It's when all the kids show up. And
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
and Marge goes, Bart, are all these people your friends? And he goes, yeah. And then there's a line of kids that are walking by, and they all start saying, "Hi, Mrs. Simpson. Hi, Mrs. Simpson." So that's someone who's not Marge. And then this one kid goes, "Hello, Mrs. Cumberdale." And that's it. Just that one kid.
You know what his name is?
He doesn't have a name. If he does, it's someone asked a writer at a fucking convention who wrote that episode, and that's the only way they know it. But man, is it freaking oh, hi, Mrs. Simpson. Hello, Mrs. Cumberdale. It's so good.
What does she say? Are those your friends? And he goes, "What friends and well wishers?"
Well wishers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but there's honestly not much more to say about this. It's just this one appearance.
Yep.
I think it's funny. It's technically a character. It's not a guest star, right? It only exists in the world of The Simpsons.
So Matt, let me tell you what I just looked up here.
Hit me.
In that scene where the boys are walking past and the Mrs. Simpson,
Yeah.
Miss Cumberdale, there is a young boy sitting on the counter eating a sandwich, and his name is Bart Cumberdale. And he is not addressed in any way. But in the Simpsons Wikipedia, this guy has a name.
So get the fuck out of here. That's so stupid.
So the guy walking by saw the kid eating the sandwich, Cumberdale, and assumed he was at that house. Yes.
But yeah.
They never named this kid though. What?
No.
Not the kid who said it. No.
I have
but
two
they named
things
the
on my
kid
list
on
with
the
no names.
countertop.
I only have 3 picks, and 2 of them don't have names.
I will say, like, if we were doing like a top 5 just Simpsons episodes, that Bart of Darkness episode is right up there.
Oh my God, hell yeah!
Yeah.
I love that. That episode got me into Frank Sinatra.
Oh wow. Yep.
Because of
the summer wind at the end.
Yeah, the end credits. I always thought that song was awesome, and then I finally heard it at like a wedding when I was a kid.
Yep.
The real version, I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? Is this a real song?" I was like, "I thought it was just a Simpsons thing."
And now you're a wedding DJ.
Now I'm a wedding DJ. I play it all the time. When there's like, when it's dinner music, and the guy that like I help is like, "Hey, just fill up the thing with like dinner stuff." I'm like, "Oop, the summer wind is going on next."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea.
Gotta mix in some Buble though.
All the time.
Love
Believe me,
Michael Bublé.
Will.
Love
it's
him.
fucking well represented, so don't you worry about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, again, I don't have there's nothing else to say.
No.
There's nothing else to say here. We can happily move on. So Sam,
It's a good moment.
number 3.
Yep. I wanted to keep getting closer and closer to main Simpsons character, so my
I know
number
I'm so far away still.
it's all good. My number 3 is Troy McClure.
You son of a bitch.
That's where I'm at.
That was my number 2.
Where would I recognize him from?
You might recognize him from the boat jacking of Super Ship 79. I think a couple of my favorite ones are the Contrabulous Fabdraption of Professor Horatio Huffnagel.
Horatio Funknagel. That's a fucking great one.
The Erotic Adventures of Hercules.
The boat jacking of Super Ship 79?
Yep.
He just said that.
Sorry.
He just said that.
Good Time Slim Uncle Doobie and the Great Frisco Freakout. And actually, probably my favorite one, what they actually show a clip of, is the Muppets Go Medieval.
That Kermit the Frog is such horseshit.
Yeah. Dad, why is that one Muppet made out of leather? That's not a leather Muppet. That's Troy McClure.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, that's a great character.
Yeah.
And he does that weird thing with fish.
He lives in the old aquarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, Charles, I'll let you take it because I know it's your number 2.
The mine, I think of the educational films ones.
Yeah. Oh my
like,
god,
you may
yeah.
remember me from lead paint, delicious but deadly, and here comes the metric system. Firecracker. He is like. Which is the one I just saw. I just put up. Locker room towel fight. The blinding of Larry Driscoll.
That's the best one.
Like, what a ridiculous character. To also put together a full list of films of just
Phony tornado alerts reduce readiness. That's another one.
dig your own grave and save.
Yep.
60 minutes of car crash victims.
2 minus 3 equals negative fun.
Yeah. Whoa, don't touch me there. Yeah.
God, it's a great character. There's a lot of characters that Phil Hartman we lost due to that tragedy.
Yep.
And that was it was also my number 2.
Okay, what do you got?
Shit.
I got nothing. What? Okay, here's what I got. Rocket Fuel Malt Liquor. Damn. That wasn't The Simpsons, though. Anyone get that? News radio?
Oh, wow.
No, I do
seen that
really enjoy
forever.
News Radio, but I do not get that reference.
Yeah.
That's a great show. That's a great show.
You guys already rattled off all the best bits.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
You might know me from other celebrity funerals, such as Andre the Giant. We hardly knew ye.
And a salt and chips. All right. Well, Will and Charles, you already did your number 3s.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And my 2s.
All right,
I'll
so-
see you back at 1.
Oh,
Maybe.
goddamn.
Okay.
pal.
That's
My
fine.
secondary Simpsons character at this point.
Yep.
Okay, so my number 2, okay, I'm starting to get closer. Is a very meta character in the sense that it was the exact thing. He was the exact thing that the episode itself was about. And my number 2 is Roy,
Yep.
the character that temporarily lived with the Simpsons during the Poochie episode.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. That's right.
Oh,
Shut up, Roy.
Hey, Mr. S.
Oh God, it's so good. So the whole episode is about Homer voicing a new cartoon character for Itchy and Scratchy named Poochie, and they make a lot of comments during the show about like how shows will just introduce new characters just to stay relevant and fresh. And when they say that, in walks in this character that no one's ever seen, who apparently now lives with the Simpsons, named Roy. And he's exactly the cool. He's what they want. He's Poochie in quote unquote human form, where he's got sunglasses on. He's got like a backwards hat. He's like kind of cool and laid back. And that's it. And then by the end of the episode, when they decide to write Poochie off with some one-line bullshit, he just comes in and he goes, "Great news, everyone. I got my own apartment with 2 sexy ladies." And then Marge is like, "Oh, I'm going to miss you, Roy." And just like gives him a hug. And that's the last you ever see of him. And he just leaves, just like the way Poochie does. It's so funny. And I have many times left places and said, "I'm going back to my apartment with 2 sexy ladies." Never once has that happened in real life. I've you know what? Here's a question for the crowd. Anyone been involved in a sexual ordeal with more than one person? Charles, looking at you.
Yes.
You want to divulge this before you marry this woman?
I have not divulged it, but yes.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Charles, you dog.
You vixen.
You dog. Oh my God. 2 dudes, huh? That's incredible.
Two to what?
Yeah, both in the
Sam's
same
putting a
hole.
heart
or-
up.
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know what that heart means.
Where's my fucking? Come on, baby. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know what he's
This
doing.
is why you say iPhones are better, because you can do that.
Sam's not on an iPhone.
It's not an Apple feature.
I'm on my Mac, but we're getting further away from the point right now.
Listen,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
fine.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
go with multiple holes with Charles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? That's why I looked at you. I know Charles was a little freak.
Definitely
He's
wasn't over here.
he's not going to these fucking races to like race. He's going for the after party orgies.
Yeah, they're running to a discreet spot in the woods.
Yeah.
That's right, to get the first key. You know what?
like-
Good for you. I've never done
like-
it.
Gay geocaching.
I've never done it. Sometimes Megan calls my bluff and she's like, "We should try it sometime," because she knows I won't, and I'm just like, "Come on, don't do that to me, you fucking bastard." It sounds awesome in my head, but I was like, "There's no fucking way. If that ever happened, I would not just laugh and never get a boner, and just be like, what am I supposed to do here?" I couldn't do it. Too much performance anxiety. I'd freak out.
Yes. I will say, Matt, you won't know. A lot of times being inebriated does help with that.
Does it help? I don't know.
It does
Should I
help.
break edge to? No, I wouldn't do that.
If you were to break
Charles-
in, that
Charles,
better be like a top 2 like hottest women of all time
Hell yeah.
scenario. So
Belle Delphine and Gal Gadot. Oh my God, I wouldn't need anything. I would just explode in the room. I would walk in the room and go, "Pow!" And I'd be like, "Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. Goodbye."
Do poppers count as drugs?
Like jalapeno poppers?
No, like the smelling salt poppers.
Oh, I don't think so. Not to me.
Oh, well,
Why?
there you go.
Will those,
Do we have
will
to
those
have-
help?
No, gay guys use those to loosen
Oh.
up their asshole.
Oh yeah. Well, I would be getting pegged.
That's what I've been doing wrong.
there you go.
I was like, I can't get this bedpost in.
Very nice.
Simpsons, everybody. Going back to the Simpsons.
Hey,
Sam, are you up?
sure.
Yeah.
All right.
My number 2. My number 2 is Mr.
Yeah.
Burns.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh yes.
That's a great character.
Honing in.
I don't love kind of where this character has gone, like more recent episodes, and not that I watch a ton of it, but every time I watch it, I feel like they've kind of changed his presentation a bit.
In what way? I have no idea what you're talking about, so I'm genuinely asking.
I don't know. He seems more like less inept, or more inept, less capable, less threatening. I don't know. What do you think, Will? Oh wait,
Will's frozen.
Will's
was gonna say,
frozen.
Is he
Will
frozen like that?
Or is he really think he's frozen like that?
Will.
Listen, you
What
gotta
a time to be frozen.
you gotta join the YouTube.
Oh my God. It looks like it's just fucking pinching one off.
Anyways, I
Oh,
know
it's gone.
We lost him.
I don't have enough experience with the newer episodes, but old Mr. Burns makes me laugh so much. There's so much they can do with this character because of his age, where they can flash back to 1930 and he's just there, and you're like, oh, well, that makes sense because he's 90. How old is he? 96 or something?
I don't know, but his mom's still alive.
That's right.
Mr. Burns has a mom? She's got to be 120 years old. Well, hasn't really talked to her since that affair she had with President Taft.
Tapped, you old dog. One of the things that still sticks with me, like that comes up almost every day, is Daryl Strawberry's nickname for Mr. Burns.
Oh, Skip?
Skip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like whenever anyone asks anything of me, I'm just like, sure thing, Skip.
Yep. You got it, Skip.
Yep. I love his nickname of Mr. Snrub.
Yes, that'll do.
Yes,
Snrub.
that'll do. Fuck, I don't even know where to begin with Mr. Burns. He's such a rich character, and I think he's
Yeah.
in multiple ways.
My
I think about is when Homer's his assistant, and he's like, Homer's reading off his messages. He's like, you have 30 minutes to move your car. You have 10 minutes. Your car has been impounded. Your car has been crushed into a cube. You have 30 minutes to move your car. Hello, Mr. Burns' office. Is it about my cube?
Is it about my cube? My go-to Mr. Burns line is one that I heard many times, and I never realized, it never processed until just one day when I was old enough to understand it. But it's so fast, and it's when Homer is over there, and he's like, and he goes, "Wow, Mr. Burns, you're the richest guy I know, way richer than Lenny." And he goes, "Yes, but I'd give it all up for a little more." It's so fucking good. I think that's like, if anyone's like, "Hey, do you want any of this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'd give this all up for a little more." But man, it's such a good line. He's got a lot of good lines, but I haven't seen the new episodes, and that does bum me out if that's the case.
Yeah. Oh man, there was one other. The other thing that comes up all the time for me, and no one ever gets the reference, but I reference it like way more often than I have any right to, is
hit me.
Is when, I mean, you guys will get it for sure, but it's when I talk about alphabetizing people's meals. where Smithers is like, "I've alphabetized your breakfast, and we'll start with the waffles," which is so funny. We're starting with W and work your way up to the Zwieback.
Yeah.
And I had to look up what that is. I'm like, oh, it's like a special type of bacon. But yeah,
that's so good.
Because I do like all the cooking. I'll tell Kaylee like all the time. I'm like, I've gone through the trouble of alphabetizing your dinner.
We'll start with the Zwieback. You go, what? That's all we're having.
You can start there.
Yep. It's a good pick.
Just don't serve up Ryback.
Hey,
Shall
feed
never be
me
sated.
more. Feed me more. Remember when he was a big deal? He
Yeah,
was like,
he was good for a
feuding
while,
with Cena.
and then he had a public voice and ruined his whole career.
Mm-hmm. Some people just shut up. Charles, you're done. At 2 until 1.
Just my number 1, yeah. So
Will, do you have a number 2?
I'm on my number 1.
Okay, so it's me again.
thank you.
And now it's my number 1. All right, my number 1. This is so easy for me. And this is what I would consider a main character. Man, do I love this character so much. The one, the only snake handler, Mo Sizlak.
Mo Sizlak.
Yeah. It's a good pick.
He was born a snake handler, and he'll die a snake
He'll die a
handler.
snake handler. There are so. I think I laugh a lot at The Simpsons. Laugh a lot here and there. Chuckle, whatever. Only a few things have like made me laugh hard enough that it brought a tear to my eye. I could think of 2 moments in The Simpsons where I was like crying with tears in my eyes. One of which I would like to get a tattoo of this. And it's during the Christmas episode when they're doing the like Dickens end of the episode, and they're like retelling like, you know, what the result of everyone's story was or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, in that year, Mo took his head out of the oven, and it's just him sticking his head in the oven with a Post-it on his back that just says no funeral on it. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking good. I want that tattooed so bad. Just Mo with his head in the oven says no funeral. Holy shit.
Yep.
That's, man, there's no way they were pitching ideas and they weren't pissing their pants laughing coming up with that in the writer's room. And that had me cry laughing. The other thing that made me cry laugh is one time they're at the table, the Simpsons were, and Lisa references some like old poet or philosopher named Plutarch, and Homer goes, "Mickey Mouse's dog?" And it just hit me so fucking hard. And like I was like sleeping, I like woke up and like had to like go walk around to like calm down. But man, most is like they got that. There's been most centric episodes which are so great. The one where he's dating that girl and she thinks that she likes him for his money, so he needs to keep coming up with the money. So he finally like tells her, and he gives her like this big plan about like digging up some corpses to fake their death. And she's like, I'm gonna go. And he's like, you gonna go get the corpses? And she's like, yeah.
Yes, Mo, I'm going to get the corpses.
Yeah, there's that the boxing episode with Homer. It's like I was
Tatum.
I was Kid Gorgeous, then I was Kid Ugly. No, then I was Kid Presentable. Then just Kid Mo.
Frederick Tatum.
And then and another time when they're doing the I forget what the episode was, but they're doing like a dating auction, and Mo comes out and just keeps. He doesn't even stop to be bid on. He just walks right into the reject pen.
Yep. Yeah,
And
whatever.
then when Homer and Marge get like separated, and he shows up, and Homer's there, he's like, what? Homer, Marge said you were dead. She told me you were dead.
Well, you missed the spot. Midge.
Midge, yeah.
Midge.
He always misaddresses her as Midge.
Yeah. And then she's one time she's like, I'm going to pretend I don't hate you and ask you nicely to leave. But yeah, Mo Sizlak, staple character, absolute fucking trough full of hilarity. The Mulder and Scully episode where he's fucking trafficking a whale.
Yeah,
Shamu.
Yep. He's got pandas in
so
the back
good.
at one point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andale.
Yeah. Who thought a whale would be so heavy?
All right, guys, they're on to us. Oh, and then the other one when Marge is sitting in for Reverend Lovejoy on the tip line. So like she's like just answering like calls to like give advice.
Listen, lady.
The listen lady, yeah. And Mo's like he calls her up and he gives him some like she gives him some advice or whatever, and then he calls back immediately. He's like, yeah, this one's about my cat, and the cat just shut up, I'm asking her. God, he's so fucking good. I love Mo Sizlak so much.
He's their effortlessly funny character.
Yeah.
He is like. There's one thing I think about all the time because it's only 3 seconds, but it is also when they're auctioning off all of Krusty's stuff. When Krusty's gone bankrupt, and he's like, "How much for Krusty's bed?" And he's like, "$50." And he's like, "Sold. Good night, everybody. Good night, Mo. Good night, everybody."
He's fucking. He's at the. They're trying to figure out something at the school.
Yeah.
He's talking to Principal Skinner. He goes, "Please, sir, put some shoes on." He's like, "What? You don't like my bags?" He's got 2 Wonder Bread bags tied around his fucking feet for shoes. Oh my God.
Oh,
So
you're
good.
right. You're right. He's amazing.
So good.
Yeah, Mo Sizlak ran so that Creed from The Office could walk.
That's a good analogy. I do love Creed. Same
I love
reasons.
Creed, but Mo is...
Yeah. Not to go on a tangent, I'll just reference one Creed thing. When he fucking dyes his hair jet black is so fucking funny. It's so good. Anyway.
What's the Mo quote from the Treehouse of Horror episode where Bart can read everyone's minds and change reality, and he has to answer it in the longest, stupidest thing. He's like, yeah, like I'm a big, stupid moron with an ugly face, and my butt stinks, and
it's like, yeah, I'm a stupid moron with a big butt, and my butt smells, and I like to kiss my own butt.
Good God. So good.
Yep. That's so
great
good.
pick. Great pick.
All right, Sam, number 1.
All right. All right. Again, I'm keeping up this movement closer and closer to the Simpsons family itself. So with that being said, my number 1 is Santa's Little Helper.
What a fucking
on brand.
way to go, Sam.
What an on-brand pick. Specifically,
Are you sure it's Santa's
which one?
Little Helper or not Santos L Helper?
Satan's
There
Little
was
Helper.
like 8 of them. In canon, there was like a lot of them. So which one are you talking about?
We know who we're talking about.
Number
Santa's
7?
Number 7. Well, that's snowballs, right? Aren't they like pumping through snowballs? But there's one Santa's Little Helper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one scene that always fucking gets me, and like I always I'm trying to like mentally will my dogs to do this, and that's when they get the elephant and like no one's paying attention. Is it the elephant or the pony where no one's paying
Stampy?
attention to them?
It's the elephant.
It's the elephant, and then he stands up and
He's
goes,
on the ball.
I love you.
Yeah, that's a fucking good one.
Yep. Yep. And he does have 25 offspring with She's the Fastest. They are Rover, Fido, Rex, Spot, Rover 2, Fido 2, Rex 2, Cleo, Dave, J, Paul, Branford, Dave 2, J 2, Paul 2, Branford 2, Sleepy, Dopey, Grumpy, Donner, Blitzen, Grumpy 2, King, Queenie, Prince, and the puppy formerly known as Prince.
Dumpy 2 twice.
Yeah, but it's I mean, obviously, like, it's you know how the very first Simpsons episode starts off with them getting this dog for Christmas, and it's like a beautiful thing, and they rescue him from the track, which like is a real thing that happens. Greyhounds and galgos get basically just like completely abandoned as soon as they're not like raceable. Which is very sweet. It's a very sweet way to start off The Simpsons, but that fucking episode where he says "I love you" fucking kills me.
What about the episode where he has like the double life and he's hanging out with that blind guy?
Yes, from a slightly later season that I think I have seen it, but I'm not super familiar with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
forget what his name was.
when he's with the blind guy, isn't that when he opens the credit card? He buys the world's best dog, and then he ends up sending Santa's little helper
yes.
back, and then they send him to the blind guy.
That's right. Yep.
Santos El Helper.
They find his medicinal marijuana on him.
hey, what's that? That's so funny.
Yep.
I mean, that's a fine pick. Not a whole lot of.
He doesn't
depth.
have a lot of lines.
No, he doesn't.
But
That's
still,
okay.
But still brings a smile to my face. So.
Well, there you go. He is a very cutely drawn dog as well.
He is. I like how they draw him extra stupid all the time.
Oh my god, 100%.
Yep.
Charles, number 1.
Is it mine? Actually,
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
thought
me.
Will was last.
No, I'm not last.
Oh, sorry. When you left and came back, my images all changed.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes,
true. My number 1, I didn't get close to the family. To be honest, I wish I had more time to put into this lovely episode. But my number 1 is going to be Frank Grimes.
Grimy.
Oh, grimy.
Frank Grimy Grimes, as it reads on his tombstone,
Yeah.
because of Homer.
Yep.
That was a very, very well written episode too.
It's so good because he, obviously he was this guy. He was elected, I think, to be like this high-ranking official in the power plant. But then Mr. Burns found a dog that was cuter and gave him the job. So then
forgot about him.
Yeah. So then Frank.
No, he wasn't elected. They did like a news story on him about how he was his life was so bad and he still was able. And Mr. Burns started and was got teary eyed. He was give him a job, and then he forgot about him.
So he put this promising, master's degree graduate guy, perfect for the job, just forgot about him, and then made him Homer's lackey at the power plant. He was outworking him every step of the way, of course. And Homer just kind of bullied him as the new guy, gave him the nickname Grimy, which he
hated it
very vocally did not like. And I don't know, that story arc on that episode was just so fucking phenomenal, and such a good allegory for basically the American workforce.
One of my favorite things is when he,
somebody who works in radiation.
There you go.
It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Some fucking idiot can get in charge of important things just because of who they know, and not because of their quality of character.
One of my favorite things from that episode is when he invites Grimy to Homer invites Grimy over for dinner, and he comes to his house. He's like, "This is a mansion." And he's looking at his photos, and it's the photos from him when he was in space. And he's like, "You've been to outer space?" And Homer's like, "You've never been?"
Yep. And that's the beautiful thing about The Simpsons too, is they'll throw those callbacks in at just the right moments.
Doesn't he mention he won a Grammy too? He's like,
yes.
Oh,
barber
that? Mm.
Oh,
He's like, this is a mansion. He's like, I live in a one-bedroom apartment above a bowling alley and below a bowling alley.
below
He's like,
another
wow.
bowling alley. Yes, that quote is in my daily vernacular as well.
It's so good.
Yeah. Just that whole thing of being so disrespected by an imbecile. It happens so often.
Mm-hmm.
That scenario. That's what makes it so funny to me, because I see it on a daily basis. Not in my company, but in my clients. I work for a lot of major Fortune 500 companies, and it's amazing how stupid some of these people are. I experienced it the last 2 days, so a little bitter. But
the last company I worked for, the CEO of the company, I was like, how did this person get here? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
You know, I kind of spoiled it already, but the coup de grace was having Frank Grimy Grimes on his headstone.
Yep.
I
His
mean,
death is very funny too.
yeah.
I could touch these high voltage gloves without any protection because I'm Homer.
I'm Homer Simpson. Oh, look at me. I'm Homer Simpson.
And
I
just
just
hard
fucking
cut to his tombstone.
Yeah. And then they're doing the service, and then Homer falls asleep, and he's like, Marge, change the channel. And they're like, ah.
Yeah. Just snapping because of...
They did a follow-up episode with like his son, right, trying to kill Homer.
Yes. That was another thing. They didn't really hint towards him having any kind of relationship in the first episode.
Yeah.
But then the son just arose out of nowhere, and they made that one and went for revenge. I don't remember too much about that one, but pretty sure Homer got the best of him again.
Of course. Of course. All right, Charles, round us off.
Yep. So I will say my number one was Moses Lack, but I'm swapping it out just to highlight another character.
Okay.
Yeah. One of my other side characters was Principal Skinner.
Oh, yeah.
Because I always think of, it's the quote we saw a lot of, which was the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, good Lord, man, what's happening in there? Aurora Borealis.
The Northern Lights.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this day, in this part of the country,
entirely.
localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes.
Yes.
Can I see
Can
it?
I see it?
No.
Like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's a good character.
Yeah.
100%. I also like that we learned that it was just a fraud the whole time, and everyone's just like, no, we're cool with it.
Armin Tamzarian.
Armin Tamzarian.
Yep.
Up yours, children, and then he fucking rips off on his motorcycle.
Damn. I thought he was going to fuck Marge.
Whoa.
Principal Skinner?
No,
I'm sure you can find that
Tanzarian.
online.
Oh, Tamzarian.
Skinner would never.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's too obvious. Let's call her L. Simpson. The one thing I keep seeing brought up about him though is apparently his quote for when he was in Vietnam was the war he was in, which was, I spent the next 3 years in a POW camp, forced to subsist on a thin stew made of fish, vegetables, prawns, coconut milk, and 4 kinds of rice. I came close to madness trying to find it here in the States, but they just can't get the spice right.
Yeah. It does sound really good.
Yeah, 4 kinds of rice.
Yeah.
His the weather balloon that Bart does to look like Big Butt Skinner.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's incredible. And it gets away from him. No. And then they throw a newspaper at his feet. Right? And what's it said? Like schools for dummies or something?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then he's tracking Bart at some point when Bart's skipping school. And he goes down
walks
to
through the
lick
water.
gum, and he's like, doublemint, trying to double your fun, eh, Simpson?
Well, I'll double your detention. Too bad no one was around to hear that. That's a great episode.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And then one honorable mention, I skipped over him, which was Rex Banner.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Homer versus the
Yep.
18th Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
That detective, like, what an incredible one-off perfect character to
Yeah.
just display all of the old-timey like detective tropes in a movie.
I'll get you, beer baron. No, you won't.
Yes, I will. No.
So good.
We
Do
We
you have
do.
any fun butt lists?
we do have some fun butt lists.
Ooh.
All right,
Alright.
hit me.
Okay, so I did just hit them with just the secondary characters. They did not have to make the approach that we had to do.
Okay.
So first up, we have Mitch Mint, freshest to the fun butt.
Ooh, freshman.
Yeah. Number 5, he has Ralph.
Great.
4, Ned Flanders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
3, Principal Skinner.
Mhm.
2, Millhouse.
Yeah.
And
Coming up.
number one, Groundskeeper Willie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't touch Willie.
Yeah. I will say Ralph's
Good advice.
It's the only thing I hate more than the Scots.
God.
There's no such thing as what is it? North like what was a holiday they made up? He's like, you lied to me, Skinner. You used me.
Next up, we have Ryan Brown.
Damn.
Number 5, Dr. Nick.
Oh yeah.
4, Hans Moleman.
There you go.
3, Krusty.
Oh yeah, that's a
2.
fucking great one too.
Lionel Hutz, Attorney at Law.
Ah, Lionel Hutz. Oh,
And,
my favorite Lionel Hutz is the one where he goes, Homer's on trial with like the devil, and his business card was like, your case won or your pizza free, and he shows up with the pizza, and he's just like, sorry about the case, here's your pizza, and he's like, but we won. It's like, that's okay, the box is empty.
Yeah.
Look, he's taking another puff.
And Ryan Brown's number 1 is Troy McClure.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
We have Gray. Number 5, he has Frank Grimes.
Rami?
Yeah.
4, Apu.
Mhm.
3, Mo.
Yep.
2, Troy McClure. And number 1, Hank Scorpio, which
Ooh.
excellent.
I
a
didn't
good
give you
pick.
my coat.
I hated him though. I hated him.
Really?
In
he's so good.
canon. In canon.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Mr. Scorpio, do you have any sugar? Yeah, sorry it's not in packets. It's pulls it out of his pockets.
Mr. Scorpion, dude. Well, first of all, it's Scorpio, but second of all, fucking Christ, what a great episode.
It really is. You ever seen a man say goodbye to a shoe? Yes, once.
It's down in the hammock district, just past 3rd.
Yep. Best thing about Marianne's hammock, she gets in the hammock with you.
Hammock with you. Next we have DSD.
Oh,
Dip sucking D?
I,
Oh, is that Doug?
Is that
That's
Doug?
Doug.
that's Deep State Doug.
Deep
Deep
State
State
Doug.
Doug. There he is.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Number 5, Mr. Sparkle.
Oh, Mrs. Sparkle. Hi, Chief. Let's talk. Why not?
That's good. Deep.
4, Disco Stew.
Oh,
Of course.
Stew doesn't appetize.
3,
Stew, you should get that jacket. So good. I should have picked that guy.
3, Hugo.
Oh, Bart's evil twin.
Bart's evil twin.
Oh.
Yep.
2, Sideshow Bob. And his number 1 is Bort.
Oh, that's right. Which one? There's 2 in that scene.
Excuse me, my son is also named Bort.
Named Bort.
Are you talking to me?
I got a question. Is Sideshow Bob separate from Sideshow Bob stepping on a rake?
Can he be
'Cause to me-
separated from it?
Because to me, him stepping on the rake is pure comedy. Classic.
Oh.
Do you guys know why that scene is so long?
I'm assuming
it
they just they ran short.
They had to cut stuff out, so they extended that, and then also a couple other things. But that episode is actually like just at the appropriate time length, and they extended the rake scene.
Worth it.
It worked. It fucking worked. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Matt's listening up the stairs now. We'll see if a catastrophe is happening. It is 10:41, so either his house is being burgled or one of the children is having a fit.
Oh, well, maybe there's just a problem at the tire factory.
You're talking about me?
Yeah, you.
Oh no, I don't have my phone on me. There's no way my wife wasn't just calling me to help with the kids, and I didn't pick it up because someone just came bombing down the stairs and bombing back up real quick, which means that the baby was probably crying, needed a bottle, and I was of no help. So I'll be in trouble. So that would be fun.
We only got two. We got two lists next. We have CJ Doubleday.
You know what? I was thinking about him the other day. Where the hell is he? I feel like he's been gone.
He's here.
He's around.
Welcome back.
All right.
He just posts memes.
He took off for Lent, like you said.
That's right. That's why I knew it.
His number 5 is Dr. Marvin Monroe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. 4, Chester J. Lampwick.
Was that the?
Oh, yeah, that's the homeless guy with the solid gold car.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Those blintzes were lousy.
Paint my fence.
Make me.
Arnie Pie.
Arnie Pie in the sky.
Yeah, the traffic guy. His number 2 is also Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo.
Nice.
And his number 1 is Mr. Teeny.
Oh, the monkey.
The monkey.
Oh,
That's a day. Oh.
great list.
Last we have
Fantastic.
Bulky Mania.
No, wrong.
I don't care. It's too late. Number 5, we have Ralph Wiggum. He says, I had to choose him in my top 5. 4, Chief Wiggum. Bake him away.
Take him away,
There you go.
toys.
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to the rest
course.
of you nuts.
3, Troy McClure.
Yeah.
2, Ned Flanders.
Mm-hmm.
And his number 1 is Mo. And his honorable mention is Itchy and Scratchy and Santa's Little Helper.
Oh, I guess Itchy and Scratchy would have been good. That's a good pick.
Very nice.
The Simpsons are great.
Yep.
Simpsons are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna wrap it up for us, everybody. Right at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All
All right. So stay tuned next week for our big announcement.
What's
Right?
the next?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right.
Well, see ya.
Well, as always, bye.
Smell you later.